What is up, guys? Welcome back for another video of Diablo 3, and today I will be talking about another Witch Doctor build. And with this build you can climb the leaderboard, and I saw some people doing great with level 90s with it. It is pretty strong, it has pets, and it's just a freaky awesome build, so keep watching. So for this build you need the Ring of Royal Grandeur, which you can get by doing bounties. So this will reduce the number of items needed for set bonuses by 1. So yeah. For the next item we need the Helltooth set items. So let's put everything on: the armor, the shoulders, the legs and the boots. And we don't use the helmet because we got something else for that. But the Ring of Royal Grandeur will give us 1 extra piece bonus, so we get the 6 piece bonus set. After casting Wall of Death, gain 400% increased damage for 50 seconds to your primary skills. Whoops, what did I do? Exit Cloud, Firebat, Zombie Chargers, Zombie Dogs, Gargantuan, Grasp of Death, Piranhas and Wall of Death will get 400% increased damage. So for the next item we are using the Traveler's Pledge. Everybody knows that one by now. And we are using the Compass Rose, otherwise it doesn't work. So while moving, damage taken is reduced by up to 50%, and when we are standing still, to get the most out of our damage, then we just stand still and our pets will deal 100% increased damage. For the next item we are using the Short Man's Finger. So Gargantuan instead summons 3 smaller Gargantuans, each more powerful than before. This is our damage dealer. We need the whatever. We need that beast monster. I will call it monster right now, okay? We need that monster to deal damage. For the braces you want Lacumba's Ornament. Reduce all damage taken by 6% for each stake of Soul Harvest you have. So we are getting damage reduction. To get even more damage reduction we need Sacred Harvester. Soul Harvest now stakes up to 10 times. So when we are casting Soul Harvest we are getting damage reduction, we are getting increased intelligence, we are getting increased armor. So this item is great. For the next one we are using Mask of Yeram. Pets deal 98% increased damage. You want this number as high as possible. So I'm pretty lucky, I think, because it's almost 100%. Just get this number as high as possible for increased damage for your pets. For the belt we are using the Witching Hour. We want to do as much damage as possible, and this belt can roll those states, so we need this one. And as last one we are using Ucapion Serpent. 27% of the damage you take is redirected to your zombie dogs. So your zombies are getting damage and you are getting damage reduction. For the gems we are using Topaz gems. For your helmet you can go for cooldown reduction, but I prefer life percentage. For the weapon you want an Emerald to get critical hit damage increased by 130%. For your legendary gems we are using Bane of the Trap. This is applying himself and enemies will get slowed and you are doing increased damage. Bane of the Stricken. This is your Rift Guardian killer, and every attack you do against a monster will increase the attack of the next one. And this is for our pets. So our pets getting increased damage, and they also take 90% less damage. For your Conai's Cube we are using the Furnace. So this will make sure while you are searching for those elite monsters you can kill them pretty fast. For the next item we are using Tasker and Theo. Increase the attack speed of your pets by 50%. And as last, the Ring of Royal Grandeur. So for our skills we are using Wall of Death, Communing with Spirits. Summon a circle of spirits for 6 seconds that deals 1200% weapon damage as cold, chills nearby enemies by 60% and reduce their damage dealt by 25%. So this is making sure that you are getting less damage. Piranhas, Piranado, whatever. Summons a tornado of piranhas that pulls monsters in and suspends them in the air while dealing 200% weapon damage as poison over 4 seconds. Affected enemies will also take 50% increased damage. So this is grouping the monsters together. So your Gargantuan can wreck the shit out of them. And they are also dealing increased damage. Summon zombie dogs, leveling beasts. This is your choice what you can do. You can go for this one, you can go for this one, so you get less damage. You can go for this one to do more damage, or you can go for this one to get lives back on life on hit with every attack that your beast is doing. So it is your opinion. Gargantuan, Humongoid. Summon a Gargantuan zombie to fight for you. The Gargantuan cleaves multiple enemies for 585% of your weapon damage as cold. So this is doing cold damage. Make sure you get, well, we will come back to that later. Just choose this one. Spirit Walk, Yount. Leave your physical body and enter the spirit realm for 3 seconds. While in the spirit realm, your movement is unhindered. So this is making sure you can get out of bad situations. Soul Harvest, Languish. Feed on the life forces of enemies within 18 yards. Gain 3% intelligence for 30 seconds for each affected enemy. This effect takes up to 5 times. Increase your armor by 10% per harvest enemy and reduce their movement speed by 80%. So this is making sure that you are doing more damage, that you are getting more intelligence, more armor, and more damage reduction. So make sure you are choosing this one. For the passive skills, we are using PWilhelm. All of your damage is increased by 20%, but your mana costs are increased by 30%. We have no mana problems with this build, so just go for this one. Confidence Ritual. You deal 25% additional damage to enemies within 20 yards. This is again increasing your damage. There are some other opinions about it, but I would choose this one. Midnight Feast. The damage of your zombie dogs and Gargantuan is increased by 50%. Additional, you may have one additional zombie dog summoned at a one time. So again, this is for the pets. We need that Gargantuan to deal a lot of damage to all the enemies, so this one will help him with that. And as last one, Grave Injustice. Gain 1% of your maximum life and mana and reduce the cooldown of all of your skills by 1 second when an enemy dies. So this is giving you lives, mana, and cooldown reduction. For the rolls on your gear, for your shoulders, intelligent. For the rolls on your gears, you want on your shoulders, intelligence, vitality, Gargantuan damage, and area damage. For your helmet, intelligence, vitality, critical chance. For your necklace, since our Gargantuan is doing gold damage. For your necklace, since our Gargantuan is doing cold damage, you want cold percentage damage, critical damage, and critical chance. For your gloves, you want critical damage, critical chance, area damage, and attack speed. For your braces, cold damage, intelligence, critical chance, and vitality. For your chest, Gargantuan damage, intelligence, and vitality. For your belt, intelligence, attack speed, critical damage, vitality. For your compass rose, intelligence, area damage, critical chance, and if you can, critical damage or attack speed. The other ring, you want intelligence, critical chance, and critical damage. For your pants, you want all resist, intelligence, vitality, or armor. For both of your weapons, you can try to get a socket, but if you can't, then just make sure you have intelligence, vitality, Gargantuan damage, and critical chance. And for your weapon, intelligence, area damage, and if you don't have life per hit on any other item, then you can get life per hit on this item. For your boots, you want intelligence, vitality, all resist, and armor. For your Paragon levels, you have to get 25% movement speed. For the rest, you want to go for intelligence. So for this one, you have to go for attack speed, critical chance, critical damage, and then cooldown reduction. For your defense, life, resist all, armor, life regeneration, area damage, life per hit, resource cost reduction, and gold find. So this build works pretty easy. You just want to make sure you have 10 stakes on Soul Harvest. Just go to some enemies. You can use Spirit Walk to get close to them. Soul Harvest, get out, cast your Wall of Death, and after that Piranhas to make sure they are getting together. And make sure you have your Gargantuans and your other pets and your zombie dogs, and they will do the rest for you. So this was my video. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, then don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos about Diablo 3. And then I will see you guys later. Aight?